Hello everyone, I hope you're having a great day today. Merciless Vaughn here, back with another Bleach Bracelets video, and in this one we're going to be showing off the resurrections for the Can't Free Your Own World Uncovered Truths Hope banner. And that came out a long time ago. So yeah, these units finally got their resurrection, so we're going to go ahead and go over them and showcase them. Hopefully you enjoy. If you do, leave a like. If you're new to the channel or you have been here for a while, please consider subscribing and help me get to 550 subscribers. And also, if you'd like to further support me and the channel, you can become a channel member, but that is entirely up to you. So with all that being said, let us go ahead and get started. Alright, so first things first, let's go ahead and start off with the Hikone. I won't go too much detail about this character, but I'll just talk about my dupes. I guess the soul trait, that's all important and stuff. I don't know how, but I actually have this unit max percent, as you can see here, but I'll go ahead and power him up after I just resurrect him and all that. So he's a power unit with the Soul Reaper killing and Soul Trait strong attack recharge time minus 12%. He's a range unit with weakening all of his attacks, pretty cool. Berserker is at 20%, I mean that's very low since this unit came out in 2020, yeah, he came out in 2020. Devastation, 40%, Havoc, Frenzy, Defibrillator, increased status summon chance against Soul Reapers. That is a pretty good skill though. And he does have Sprinter plus 2. So this is just what he's looking like pre-resurrection, so let's go ahead and power him up to see what he looks like afterwards. Alright, so I went on ahead and powered up this Hikone here. So just take a look at his soul traits here. The second soul trait he got was damage inflicted at full stam plus 18%. Not bad, that is. Always good. It'll make him a good linking character for other power units. They gave him 3 innate skills. Okay. Sprinter, Havoc, Sharpshooter. Okay, pretty good. Increases Berserker by quite a bit, which is nice. Let's see here. Full stamina only increase strong attack damage 30%. Frenzy is at plus 2. They give him an extra frenzy. That's great. I love that. I think this should be a norm. Since we're going to get more and more characters with Frenzy plus 3, giving characters extra Frenzy and Flurry is great. That's great. I like that. The Defibrillator was there. The increased status summon chance against Soul Reapers was there. Weakened defense wasn't there, which is good. They also gave him Poise. That's nice as well. Alright, not bad. Pretty good resurrection. I do like that. Alright, so let's just take a look at this unit with some of the attribute power-ups here. So here the base is 60%, but with the attribute power-ups it's going to be an extra 2%, so that's where the total of 62 is coming from. So we have this full stamina damage boost here. The soul trait gave him 18% and the bonus ability 25, character link 66%. That's why we're over 109% right there. And let's see, is there anything else? Nope. I think that's it really. Yeah, giving him an extra frenzy is nice. So, in regards to the attribute power-ups, I'm just going to pretty much show you the bonus stats we're going to be getting. So, I can get my characters up to level 409. I'm going to be getting an extra 300 focus. I'm going to be getting an extra 315 SP. My max link slot level is level 22. My max transcendence slot levels are 13. But for the sake of this showcase, I'm only going to have my transcendence levels at 10 for the focus and SP, because that really what matters for this unit. And my link slot levels will be at level 20. And so also, since we're right here, the build I'm going to use is going to be the Kamari Fortification Pill and the Gold Yuki Dispenser that is at 5-star plus. This here is going to be some strong attack reduction, full stamina damage boost links. I will change out one of these character links to throw on the, who was it? The 10th anniversary Joshiro, just so we can get some gameplay of his EX skill in here. And the bonus abilities, full stamina damage boost and the plus 200 SP. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump into some content to see what this unit can do with his resurrection. Alright, so here in a solo inheritance trial, there are no Soul Reaper enemies in here. It is currently Quincy enemies. So because of that, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to benefit from this increased status summon chance against Soul Reapers. So yeah, so we just pretty much take a look at this unit. Overall, this is the first character that we are going to be showcasing from that banner that has their resurrection, but I already honestly like it. Giving units an extra frenzy when they're like just basically 5-year-old units at this point, because this character came out in 2020 August. So yeah, he's coming up on 5 years old, and he definitely is going to need pretty much just as much help as he can get. So giving him those 3 innate skills is great. Increasing his frenzy is great as well. I don't have a problem with that. And obviously, he's going to perform better against Soul Reapers because he'll have that increased status summon chance. And then Soul Reaper obviously is just, you know, a pretty good killer anyways. Yeah, as far as, you know, just taking them like into guild quests, I honestly can't because it's currently not ranked Soul Reaper week. And there's really no other hard content that I can take this unit in just to see how much better he can do. So we're just gonna have to stick with this, unfortunately. I'll play a Soul Bomb animation. Alright, so for this run, I did bring the Yumi Chika here. If you're not familiar with the Manner Banner Yumi Chika does, he's going to be increasing power attribute character strong attack damage by 20% and increasing power attribute character's movement speed by 30%. And as you can see, we are also moving a lot faster with that. And also, he does have the stamina recovery 20% every time we go into a new stage. I just forget to mention that it is a very valuable skill. So overall, yeah, definitely a great resurrection. I'll do one more run and then I'll add the 1000-year Blood War 10th anniversary Joshiro on here just so we can see the EX skill take effect on this unit because he is a power unit. As long as characters with the EX skill, as long as they are linked to a character of the same attribute, they will be getting the EX skill. And they have to be in the first slot too, as well, in the character links screen. Alright, so here we are. I did add the character link with the Joshiro here. As you pay attention to the top left there up under the Hikone, you should see the EX skill. Why didn't it pop up? Well, I did add them, believe me. I'm telling you. So yeah, with this EX skill here, the Joshiro gives, well, I guess since I only have one dupe of him, he's going to be giving 18% it's Berserker. Berserker to power attribute enemies as long as that they are in the first slot there. Which is a pretty nice addition there. Maxed out, I'm not sure what it is. Was it like maybe 30% maxed out or something like that? I think it is. Can't remember exactly what it is. Well, yeah, that's all there is to show about this Hikone. There's not much left I can do to showcase him. I mean, you know, just a solid resurrection that I do think is very good. Alright, so now we're going to take a look at the Shuhei here, just pre-resurrection. He's a heart unit with the Ranker Killer. Soul Trade will be strong attack recharge time minus 12%. He's a melee unit with weakening on all of his attacks, and his Soul Bomb does have a debuff on it. So Berserker is 20%, Devastation 40%, Nullify melee resistance. I mean, that's just there. Alright. Havoc 20%, Frenzy is at +1, Defibrillator 5 seconds, and Sprinter. Yeah, not much going on here, so let's just go ahead and resurrect him, power him up, and see what he looks like afterwards. Alright, so now we can take a look at him post-resurrection here. So for his second soul trait, strong attack damage plus 20%, not bad. 3 innate skills, Guard Break, Sprinter, Havoc. Alright, pretty good. Increases Berserker by quite a bit, that's nice. Last Ditch Survival, don't know why he would need that. Diminisher, Frenzy plus 2, giving him an extra Frenzy is great. Damage to weakened enemies is actually very good too, so glad they gave him that, that's nice. Alright, so we can go ahead and take a look. Wait, was that there before or am I tripping? Wait, what? Hold on a second. Did they add the revive mechanic on his Soul Bomb? Because wasn't it just a debuff? So they added a revive to it as well? Huh. Interesting. So they actually can do that? So they could add like additions to like, so would they ever add like a boost on a strong attack unit or something like that? Interesting. Attribute power-ups, that's what I want to look at because there are some bonuses here that are going into effect. The Berserker, obviously, as you can see here, the skills, it's 60% at base, and then the soul trait 18%, and then the attribute power-ups 4%, so a total of 82% there. And if we take a look at the damage to weakened enemies, the base is going to be 40%, but with the attribute power-ups, it's going to be 2%. So there's that. Oh, and I guess I should go ahead and talk about this now. So the reason why this is not the plus 500 SP here is because I already spent over 1,000,000 Tristendus points trying to get this to roll for the 3-star SP, and I could not get it, and I just don't want to waste any more Tristendus points on this unit. So that's the only reason why. So yeah, there's that. So as for the build here, going to be the T-set fortification pill and the gold Yugi dispenser 5-star plus. And the character links, some strong attack reduction, full stamina damage boost links. The character links are going to be some strong attack reduction and full stamina damage boost links, as you can see here. And the bonus abilities will be full stamina damage boost and the plus 200 SP. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump into an event with this unit now. Alright, so here we are in an event. We are not in the link solo inheritance trials because I ran out of hard attribute runs. We're in the link slot. It's called the link slot trials. Yeah, I ran out of runs in the heart solo IT, so that's why we're here. And obviously there are Quincy enemies here, so we will not have killer, which is a bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. So yeah, it looks like they actually did add the revive mechanic on his soul bomb, which is actually kind of weird. I didn't think they would ever add like another, I guess, ability on any strong attack, let alone soul bomb, so that is cool. And strong attacks aren't anything too crazy really, but overall, I mean, yeah, this unit did get his frenzy increase, so that is nice. Can't go wrong with that. I think more units should get that, definitely. We can just go ahead and show off the soul bomb here. Alright, so for this one, I'm going to bring the CFYOW here. If you're not familiar as to what he does, he increases hard characters' movement speed by 30% and also increases their strong attack damage by 20%. So our strong attack is going to be doing 20% more damage, and we're also going to be moving 30% faster. And the movement speed is definitely noticeable, as you can see there. He's also a super link slot potion unit and a regular link slot potion unit, and I always forget if he's a droplet unit or not, but you know, there's that as well, if he is one or not. So these are just a unit that you will see in like any co-op content really, just because, you know, even though he is pretty old, I mean, people are more than likely to still have him because, I mean, he's a novel character. Those are rarer nowadays. And, you know, super link slot potion units are always good. Alright, last but not least, we have the Aurora here. Mind unit, no affiliation killer. Soul trait, strong attack recharge time minus 12%. Range unit, we're weakening on all of her attacks. Really good. Berserker, 20%, devastation 40. Havoc, frenzy +1. Sprinter, and guard break. Yeah, I mean, these older units really don't have much in their pre-resurrection state, so let's just go ahead, power her up, and take a look at her. Alright, so post-resurrection here, the second part of her soul trait, full stamina damage boost and increased strong attack damage 22%. Innate skills, Sprinter, Havoc, dodge no affiliation damage 40%. I mean, I guess the base is 50, so for a resurrected unit, sure. Not a lot of Berserker was added, it looks like, unfortunately. Thought she might have probably gotten a little bit more than that. Let's see here. Frenzy +2 is great. Defibrillator, cool. Increased attack chance against no affiliation enemies, that's nice. Weakened defense, guard break was always there. Status symbol spiritual pressure boost 50%, that is nice, so that's going to be helpful. Yeah, so that seems to be it. For the build, just the Spirit Javelin here, Fortification Pill, 5-star plus Gold Yugi Dispenser, Strong Charge Reduction, full stamina damage boost links, and bonus abilities, full stamina damage boost, and the plus 200 SP. So let's go ahead and jump in with this unit now. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and finish off this video with showcasing this character. So unfortunately there are no affiliation enemies here, so we won't actually be able to take advantage of one of her skills. But as long as we are able to inflict one status element like we did there, we will get the 50% spiritual pressure boost, as you can see. Now her SA2 is not like the other vortex strong attacks that we have been getting recently. It doesn't track or anything like that. It's just a straightforward vortex line, as you can see. And it doesn't last as long as the vortex strong attacks that we're getting. But, you know, still pretty nice. And obviously, if we were going up against no affiliation characters, this unit will perform a lot better. Not only does she have the increased chance to inflict status summons against them, but also she does have a 40% chance to dodge those attacks. So that's just a little bit, and I do mean a little bit, of survivability. But if you're lucky enough to get a proc a lot, you know, then it'd be fine. Yeah, overall, all of the units got an increased frenzy, which is nice. I would want to see that on probably all resurrections from now on, but probably not going to happen really. Alright, so for this run, I brought that Gin here. This Gin, he increases my attribute character strong attack damage by 20%, and then the 8th anniversary white there, he is going to be increasing my attribute character strong attack movement speed by 30%. And I just wanted to show off what this unit can do with those boosts active. And also the 8th anniversary white is also increasing our strong attack damage by 30% as well. So our soul bomb will hit just a tad bit harder, so just there's that as well. And obviously the movement speed difference is very noticeable. I mean, it's really great. Weirdly enough, we don't have one for the speed attribute, but I'm pretty sure we're going to get one eventually. I can't believe we've actually had the skill for a while now, so there isn't one for the speed attribute. Thought we were going to get one for the 10th anniversary, but we didn't. But it's alright. We'll get one soon enough. And so now, since this unit is a mine unit, we can take advantage of the 10th anniversary Ichigo's EX skill on this unit, so that is definitely something we're going to do next to finish out the video. Alright, so for this final run here, I did mention that I was going to add the 10th anniversary Ichigo to take advantage of the EX skill, which is going to give us 30% Berserker. Yeah, and also my Ichigo is, well, 10th anniversary Ichigo is max percentage, so I am going to be getting more stats from his, you know, just from him being linked up to this unit. And also his EX skill maxed out does give us 30% Berserker. You can kind of tell our numbers are hitting a tad bit higher, which is nice. There's no reason for me to use my strong attack right there. So we're just going to go ahead and absolutely destroy these units here and finish it up. Overall, I'm pretty satisfied with these resurrections. I think all three of them are good, really. I think if I had to choose my favorite one, probably the Hikone, just because Soul Reapers are just like a really relevant affiliation that you'll be going up against in a lot of this content, so it's not a bad one. But all three resurrections are really good. Alright, so that's pretty much going to be it for this resurrection videos. I do like the Hikone. His resurrection is definitely not bad, but I do think that the Hikone and Aurora are the best ones just because of the 10th anniversary unit's EX skill. The Joshiro, he can be linked up with the Hikone here, and he can just give him his Berserker depending on how many dupes you have. And then the Aurora here, you know, if you have your Ichigo max percentage like I do, you're getting an extra 30% Berserker for, you know, just there. So now it's just kind of an idea to take into account of what characters or what affiliations have, or not affiliations, what characters attributes we have with the EX skill that's going to be giving, you know, just the most amount of benefits for being linked up to these other units. I mean, we do have one for the heart attribute, but it's Brave Battle Oreo, and that's only the Bruiser, and the Bruiser isn't really going to help this guy out since he's an SP unit. Anyway, that's going to be it for this one. Hopefully you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. And as usual, until next time.